What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Shadow Shadnick, and I've got another MrBeast video for you today. When I made my first MrBeast video, I honestly thought it would be my last MrBeast video, but so much has come out since I made that video that I kind of couldn't resist to have a follow-up. Since I released my MrBeast video, MrBeast himself uploaded to his channel a video called Survive 100 Days in a Nuclear Bunker, Win $500,000. And the only reason I'm bringing up the fact that he uploaded at all is when you click on the video and you actually look at the comments, you'll notice that there's something odd happening. It's pretty clear that he's deleting comments, and you'll see strange things like comments that'll be obviously scathing MrBeast and they'll be spaced out all funny because that's the only way that they could get their comment to slip through. And then you look at the dislikes to like ratio, and then you can see clearly there's something else behind the scenes manipulation going on there. Obviously, a lot of people went to this video, saw that he uploaded it, saw that he didn't mention anything about the controversies, and they disliked the video. And the reason I know that people did that is because I myself did that. I saw that he uploaded, I saw the video, didn't watch a second of it, and disliked it, because ignoring all the controversies to me just seems crazy. It seems absolutely wild. He's not saying anything. The first former employee that came out against him, Dogpack, his first video went viral and like 10 million people watched it. So you're telling me that 10 million, at least a couple million people didn't dislike this latest video from MrBeast? He has 300 million subscribers. Of course people dislike that video. And speaking of Dogpack, he actually released another video where he had another former MrBeast employee who basically said that he was tortured to make a MrBeast video. MrBeast actually re-uploaded or redid the video and actually uploaded it. It's called something along the lines about spending 30 days or a month in solitary confinement, and they do little cute shit like, oh, here's an ice cream machine inside the solitary confinement, or here's a jacuzzi inside the solitary confinement. But again, you still have to spend time alone, and allegedly they weren't turning the lights off at night, so the homie couldn't even sleep. So you're staying in a warehouse with freshly painted paint on the wall, so you can smell that, you can smell the ice cream machine, you can smell the jacuzzi, and you're not allowed to sleep because the lights are turned on all the time. And it's 25 days that you're supposed to spend in this environment. And then on top of that, for this specific one, for the guy that they literally didn't upload this video, I'm assuming they had the footage somewhere, they asked him in the middle of this to run a marathon. I mean, the guy's not an athlete. He's not athletic at all. He wants to be a stand-up comedian, but they're having him run a marathon in the middle of spending a month in solitary confinement. That is actual torture. That is actual stuff that you're not allowed to do to prisoners of war in the United States. So just let that sit on your brain for a little bit, how awful that is. MrBeast is saying nothing about any of it. No comments on any of it. And then there was a third guy, and I don't want to call him a former MrBeast employee. He's almost more like a former contractor. He kind of worked with MrBeast. Essentially, they flew him out to North Carolina, where MrBeast has, I'm assuming, a massive warehouse where he shoots his videos, and kind of had him be a part of more or less a brainstorming environment or a brainstorming session where they were just kind of coming up with ideas for MrBeast videos. And this guy isn't a guy that's behind the camera. He even admits it in his video. He says he's awful, that he's cringe, and he just wants to be an editor. But they flew him out there, they had this brainstorming conference or what have you, and essentially they flew him back, used his ideas for a viral video, and then didn't pay him, which is pretty much what he's claiming. And I just kind of want to dive into that kind of aspect of MrBeast. Again, I don't really want to dive into the Chris Ava Tyson nonsense. I don't want to talk about the fake lotteries too much, or some of the other nonsense that's going on with MrBeast, even the torture stuff that I brought up just moments ago. I don't really want to talk too much about that. What I really want to focus on is how MrBeast likes to take young content creation talent on the internet and essentially use them for his own videos and for his own benefit. If you pay attention to a lot of the former MrBeast employees or anybody that worked with him in any capacity, a lot of them are actually pretty talented content creators in their own right. Dogpack, his first video, again, it had like 10 million views. It was very well done. It was like an hour-long video. I watched all of it. I don't have a lot of time to spare, and I watched that hour-long video. And I imagine a lot of other people feel the same way. A lot of other people, if you give them the opportunity to watch an hour-long video, they're gonna say, I'm gonna do something else. I mean, I want to watch a TV show or do anything else for an hour than watch just a YouTube video. But if it's good YouTube video, I'm pretty sure anybody will watch it. That's a good YouTube video, and 10 million people watch it. It's an hour long. He's a good content creator. The other guy that was in Dogpack's second video is another guy that I think is relatively talented. He wants to be a stand-up comedian. Is he a great stand-up comedian? Probably not, but I think that there is something for him to be able to do on YouTube. He can still find his niche, his corner of the market, and be successful. And then this other guy is an editor. I think from what I've seen, he seems to be a relatively talented editor. he could also be doing his own thing, making a lot of money editing for another content creator. And it just kind of bothers me that Mr. Beast is willing to hire these people on and essentially use all their time and talent to work for him and make his videos better and bigger. But then he's not really giving them an opportunity to work for themselves and create a platform for themselves. I mean, these people really want to be content creators themselves. They really want to be YouTubers, and they're not getting that opportunity. I mean, imagine you're a young content creator and you get an opportunity to work for Mr. Beast. You think it's going to accelerate your career. Next thing you know, you're an editor. You want to be behind the camera though. You want to be the face behind in front of the camera, but you're in editing. You're editing Mr. Beast videos. That's what you're spending all your time doing. And then maybe down the line, you express your interest in branching off and doing your own thing. And he's like, yeah, but you know, you still had to edit my videos. You know what I mean? So you're not going to actually get time to spend working on your own content creation when you're working for Mr. Beast. In my opinion, he just released this video. Do you not think that he doesn't have 2 or 3 that they aren't editing or working on in various stages at this moment in time? He has to have several videos that he's juggling at once. The amount of man hours behind that alone. So there's no way you're gonna have the time to break off and make your own content. And that really bothers me about him. He's supposed to be a charity person. He gives away all this money that he makes, and he'll make a video saying, oh, here's 100 blind people, I'm gonna pay for them to have surgery. But the people that are working for him can't branch off and make content of their own. The people that work for him are being put in videos where they're literally being tortured for the entertainment of mostly kids. It doesn't make any sense. And he goes on the Joe Rogan Experience. I showed clips from my last week's video, but he went on there with a very arrogant tone of, I have the secret sauce of going viral, and I have the secret sauce of thumbnails and of being a great personality behind the camera and being really creative with the ideas of the video in general. And it just doesn't add up. He's not helping his friends or the people that work underneath him create viral videos themselves. He's only using their work to create videos and stuff for himself. And that to me just, it's so obvious when you look at his face. Again, you look at him smile, he's not smiling with his eyes. Most normal people smile with their eyes. You can see the joy and the enjoyment that they have behind their eyes. You can see the happiness, the content. He doesn't have that. When he smiles, it looks like he's smiling with his teeth in his mouth and his eyes are dead. And I think that's one of the first things I noticed about him. And that's why I'm not a Mr. Beast fan. So again, if you like the content that you see here, please give me a like down below as well as a comment. It could be a comment concerning Mr. Beast, could be about anything. I am here for it. But I did want to give a little transition into something more positive because I don't want to just talk about Mr. Beast and all his negative allegations. I want to talk about some of the positive things, and I do want to talk about just anything that I find interesting over these videos. And if you guys have anything that you think I would find interesting that you would like to have me talk about in a video, definitely shoot me a like or shoot me a tweet. But I want to talk about Black Ops 6 just a little bit because I am excited about it. It's coming out in October, the end of October, and the beta is at the end of this month. And I'm going to be continuing to update you guys on my feelings on the game, especially with the new Omni movement that they're throwing into the game. I am going to be streaming the beta at the end of this month, as well as the launch of the game. I stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 12 p.m. on your favorite streaming platform, whether that's Kick, YouTube, or Twitch. I'm there. I will be there for Black Ops 6. And then another exciting news as well, I am an NFL fan, more of a Philadelphia Eagles fan than an NFL fan. I play fantasy, so I kind of pay attention to all the teams loosely for fantasy, but I'm a big Philadelphia Eagles fan, and I am very involved with all of the news and keeping up with the Philadelphia Eagles as much as I can. So the Philadelphia Eagles are in training camp right now. It is preseason. They had a preseason game last week against the Baltimore Ravens, and you know, it's preseason, so nobody really gives a shit about the score. The Eagles won, but it doesn't really matter. It's just how do the rookies look? How do the fringe on the cuff players look? The players that might not make the roster, how are they looking? And honestly, all of the rookies that they had play, I think there was one rookie, Cooper DeJean, the defensive back. He's injured at the moment, but he's about to come back. He was the only one that didn't play. I think all the other rookies essentially got some playing time, and they all looked great. They looked fantastic. And they had joint practices against the New England Patriots this week. And if you know anything about the Eagles, their joint practices, they never start any of their starters during the preseason games. The Eagles like to, they essentially like to view the joint practice session as a preseason game in and of itself, because essentially what you're doing is you're having your offense and your defense go against another team without knowing really anything about their team. You don't know the players, you don't know the plays, you don't know anything. So you're just kind of really seeing how your team stacks up. And the Eagles, as far as I'm reading and hearing about from the joint practices with the New England Patriots, they absolutely smashed them. Now, this is the 2024 New England Patriots. This is not the Patriots with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. even in the later stages of their career, this is a completely different team with a new head coach, new quarterback. So obviously there's going to be a lot of fallback for this New England Patriots team. It's not the same team, but they are professionals. They are getting paid millions and millions of dollars. They're trying to win. So the fact that the Eagles went out there and smashed another professional NFL team in practice bodes well for their season. So that is going to be about it for me. If you did like, again, please like and comment down below. Again, we're streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but I will be back next Thursday with another video. Peace.